What's good, beautiful people? It's your main man, Big G, here on Industry Talk, and welcome to Primetime Pod, the hottest information resource outlet for all things entertainment, breaking news, celebrity interviews, and the hot topics of the day. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow us on all social media platforms, our Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, you name it, we're on it. Just Google us. Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime.
Okay.
Shit.
Prime time vibe. Make sure you check it
Child, why the fuck you think he missing? He say that.
out. Let's
Shit, and second bill a whole lot.
Now I'm not trying to get a little messy with you.
Time is money.
They go trap.
What's good? What's good? What's good, beautiful people? It's your main man, Big G, coming at you all the way live. I'm in your space, I'm in your face, and I'm definitely blessed to be here on this wonderful day, May 13th, 2026. We are live at 5 here on the Prime Time Network. I am your host, Big G, and you're now tuned into Industry Talk. Big shout out to everyone who is locked in with us here on Industry Talk. If you hear my voice, make sure that you share the live. Lock us in, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. A lot of interesting conversations this week. A lot of controversy that has come our way. VRA 1965 has really shaken up things across the country, not just in southern states, but across the country. And the redrawing of district lines in Tennessee, where Representative Pearson is fighting tooth and nail to make points of what's taking place. And hell, even folks being dragged off to jail or attempts to drag folks off to jail, state troopers being initiated and weaponized by the speaker there in the state capitol during session, trying to throw his weight around a little bit. This isn't something new. This is something that's been ongoing, but yet, in fact, we still have to see it. We still have to deal with it. We still have to see the images of Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, almost reticent of what was taking place back in the 60s during the height of the civil rights movement. So now we're dealing with same issues. The issues haven't changed. Jobs, equality, safety, and security in the land that I call my home. The difference is that it's a new generation or new breed of young men and women that are going to be at the forefront of these arguments, in these fights that are being waged. You have to pay attention to the fleeting moments of a stronghold that white supremacy has held on to, it's diminishing. It's diminishing. Their generations, their family members, their daughters, even their sons are dating outside of their race. Interracial relationships have put us at a point to whereas every child you see, you have to ask the question, is there a mix of the races? Has there been integration of the ethnicities? So what we're going to be seeing eventually, because even the era of, and you still have some elements of it, but when you're trying to or making attempts to push the narrative of prejudice, it's fading away because the kids present day don't subscribe to that type of autocracy, that type of tyranny, that type of racist, radical behavior. Now, are there some? Yes, of course there are. On both sides of the table. Mexicans or Latinos, Asians, blacks, whites, you know, there's always going to be that prejudice that sits, you know, at the forefront of conversation when we come across one another. But this generation, no. They're so meshed and coming up together in such a fashion that the white race will be diluted. That's the fight. That's the fear. That's the reason behind some of the things that are taking place right now. You're still trying to maintain control, power that you once had over people. That's not the crux of the conversation or what we're going to be talking about today, but I've been seeing it everywhere. Now, I am going to put something on your mind. I'm definitely going to put something on your mind. Because in one stroke, we could send out information. We could send out information to the masses, promotions, clips, quick edits, hot topics, interview, reels, whatever the case may be. And we get active responses and engagement from our audience. We get it from everyone under the sun. People engage, they comment, and by and large, I don't push out bullshit, shall we say. We push out content that's relative to what we're talking about, the different interviews that we have. I don't go find reels and clip myself into it and talk about, somebody that got eaten by a bear or fell off a cliff or whatever the case may be. I'm just using that as a small example. But that's not what we do. But when I push content that I know our people needs, I don't know if it's the system. I don't know if it's people are just apathetic, but when you have individuals that are out here rabble rousing about what we need to do, how we need to do it, okay, everybody has a quote unquote game plan about the reaction. You mobilized your core group of individuals that are ready to act, and now everyone in the room is looking at one another because they don't know what the game plan is. There's no mission readiness. You are not in a position to dictate to the masses, this is what we need to do in order to get something accomplished, because you have no game plan yourself. I was heading to town the other day, and of course, I made mention to a collective of individuals that I want to pull together. I'm going to pull together to begin a coalition of like minds with a focus on business, with a focus on community, with a focus on family, you know, all of the tenets that are important to me when it comes to dealing with other business leaders or people or consumers or folks that pay attention to what it is that we're talking about, saying, and doing. I say this because these are the individuals that you want to align yourself up with. These are the individuals that you want to sit there and have deep rooted conversations about your community, about the needs of that community, the youth of the community, safeguarding those assets, the young minds, education, the infrastructure of the city. You know, those are the conversations that we are going to be having. I can't reveal everything to you in this space because it falls on deaf ears. If I'm saying to you, hey, we want to target particular regions, cities in our area, in different states, in different regions, in islands, overseas, because we have connections everywhere. And we begin to talk about how we're going to push our network based on the decisions that we make. And we're going to stick to a game plan to accomplish the goals that we set ahead of ourselves. And I can't have, and I will not have, individuals that are just there to take up oxygen. You're taking up space. You're not contributing to the thought process. You're more of a doubter than a believer and an inspiration to the creation of what we're doing. This is going to be a difficult task because it takes getting to know people. It doesn't happen overnight. Hey, man, we want to change the world. Okay, I'm ready. No, it takes time because I don't trust people like that. I don't trust people that just come into my life and I just open up to them like, hey, everything is peaches and cream. Hell no. Hell no. I don't know what your intentions are, but I'm certainly ready and willing to find out what your true intentions are. That comes with a test. That comes with being tried. That comes with going through the gauntlet of, are you ready and committed to do the work? And if you know me, I'm not asking you to do anything for free. I've never been that person. Pay what I weigh. And I'm not the type of individual that won't jump into a situation head first, headstrong, or try to send someone to do something for me, knowing that I can do it my damn self. But if I've entrusted you, and we've gotten to a point to where our relationship is such that, hey, man, if we're working together and I'm needing you to handle some business, and we're in agreement, and you don't do that, you don't follow through, well, that's not on me. That's not on me. What is on me is the fact that I've allowed myself to be duped into believing that you were on the team, that you were a part of the society, that you were a part of the collective. So it's going to take some interviews. It's going to take some real Q&A to find out what it is that sparks your interest and why you would want to participate in this collective. That'll give you an opportunity to know what it is that we're working on doing. And all of this has been in the works. This isn't anything new, but the fact that I'm seeing people rallying around and behind talk topics or issues that are detrimental to the masses based on the misinformation that is being pushed out or disseminated, those things I have problems with. Those things need to be addressed. Okay, JB. All right, let me get on up in here. I think let's see if I can't bring JB up.
You.
What you say, JB? What's good with it, man?
What it do? Man, she just came out this thing.
Can you hear me?
You. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna come out and come back in because I don't know why my screen went out.
All right.
See if I can't sit there and refresh this whole thing. I don't know. I don't want to sit there and kick the whole thing off, JB. But anyway, well, I tell you what. Shit, I tell you what. As long as you can hear me. How you doing, man?
I can hear you. I'm good, man. Shit, I'm Gucci.
Okay.
You know me, shit.
What's been happening with you, man? You've been ripping, running, got you some rest.
Yeah, man. Shit, I wouldn't say no rest. Shit, I'm out here on the damn property, getting it together, installing security lights and cameras, and cutting grass and all type of other shit. So,
right.
So the grind don't never stop.
Okay. You've got the 23rd Detroit coming up.
Yeah, we got the 31st when we go back on the road, me and Bubba at the collective. But I'll be in the building though. I'll be in the building. Yeah, I know definitely. But the 31st, we in Orlando, Florida, at the Funny Bone of Orlando. That's where we'll be at. As a collective.
So wait a minute. So you're not going to Detroit?
Yeah, I'm going.
Okay.
I just won't probably on stage, but I'm gonna be in the building though, most definitely. I'll be there. Yeah, I'll be there.
Gotcha. Okay.
But who knows? Shit, they may be like, hey, we need somebody to go on and be like, shit, JB ready to go. You know me, I stay ready, so you know me, so yeah.
Okay. I have to make a quick announcement. May 21st, 2026. May 21st, 2026. Taylor's Night and Tanner's Light. Angel Williams will be dropping one of her books. one of her children's books. We got to get behind that, support that, let everybody know what's going on with that. Keep everybody locked in for what's going on coming out of the Jonathan Shaw, Angel Williams camp. Looking forward to the book. As soon as it drops, you can best believe I'm gonna grab me a few copies. Hell, I might grab a few of them just so I can put them up in the bookstore and have them ready for sale on our end as well. You know, whatever they fee is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tack on my little bit and allow. You know, I'm gonna have to get me some. That's right. I'm gonna have to get me some signed copies from Taylor and Tanner, and of course the author Angel Williams. Looking forward to it, man. Now I sent the link to Terry Cherry. I did send the link to Terry Cherry. She said she was ready to rock out with us on Wednesday and Thursdays, and I'm not about to follow up and call her because that's what she told me. So I was looking forward to seeing Terry. I had some questions about a lot of stuff that's going on in between Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Pearson up there in Tennessee. They kind of try to drag his brother out of the Capitol, and is going down. And people aren't really paying attention to what it is that's going down. The misinformation part of it is that they're not taking your right to vote away.
They're just putting somewhere else.
They're just trying to redraw district lines in an inappropriate way, so to speak. They're trying to say that things that were put in place during Jim Crow era and during the Bloody Sunday, out there in Alabama, Voters' Rights Act and everything. They're saying that majority districts present day are discriminatory and unconstitutional, which by the letter of the law, right? You're right. I get it. I get the statement, JB.
Oh yeah,
but that's not
they say. Yep.
Yeah, but that wasn't the original intent.
Exactly.
The original intent was to safeguard and protect the minorities so that they could have representation. So if we have taxation without representation, shit, I'm done paying tax. I ain't paying taxes no more.
Exactly.
If I don't have proper representation,
how
you gonna tax me? No.
What I told you folks around about the dirt road. Y'all keep paying taxes on this shit. It ain't paid. I won't pay a damn thing.
For what?
Yep. Representation sucks. Come on.
You see? So the other side of that was how do we attack it? How do we present ourselves in such a way? And people don't believe the power of the vote. People don't believe the power.
They got me wanting to start a petition around this motherfucker. Shit paid. We spoke up. There she go.
Yeah, there she go. Go. Did she come up? Did she come in?
There she go. Yeah.
Okay. Cherry.
Hey.
I was just cussing your ass out. Ask JB.
Yeah, he was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I was like, man, now Terry talking. Huh?
I said my mom in the hospital. So
shit.
I know that, Terry. You didn't have to come in like that. I was just messing with you, man. I read your post. I was about to sit there and ask you how's everything going with your moms.
She doing good. She got one more surgery to undergo.
Okay.
She's gonna be all right. She knows she's strong. I'm strong.
Okay.
So
Right. That's right. Okay.
Shut up.
And he popped out the screen now.
Why I can't see you, G?
He popped off. He gone. It's just me and you at this motherfucker now, goddamn. Shit.
Yeah,
I'm up in here. I just I'm trying to get my screen back. I'm trying to get my screen back without refreshing the whole thing.
Why can't
I don't know. It went out for a second. I'm gonna try this. Let me see
tell
if
me a
this
joke,
works.
JB?
Shit. Life's a motherfucking joke. You better laugh at it, goddamn it.
I can't hear you now. Shit.
You can't hear me?
Hold on, y'all. I can't hear you.
Look like Terry done dropped out.
Yeah, she popped. She couldn't hear me. But yeah, man.
Yeah. Okay. But other than that, man, so we dealing with these things here in, in our areas. Here we go. Terry back.
Can you
Yeah.
hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Terry. Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
can hear you. So we talking about, some of the things that's happening, in the southern states, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, with the redistricting and the Voters' Rights Act and the changes that have been enacted by the Supreme
And
Court.
they still turning a blind eye to these data centers. These niggas use 29 million gallons of water. Ain't nobody got charged for nothing. But they'll charge you
Right.
for 5,500 for 55 gallons of water. So we gotta
Right.
make this shit make sense too. These data centers, goddamn, they can be goddamn having where everybody get free water, much water they motherfucking use, and ain't getting charged for it. Like, come
Yeah,
on
that's
now.
a hot button. That's a hot button issue too. You brought that up a couple weeks ago,
Yeah, I
didn't you,
stay
JB?
putting that shit in people's faces, man. Like that shit is
Yeah.
detrimental to our motherfucking humanity. Data centers, motherfucker, too lazy to look up shit, to learn shit. They want to just go to AI and chat GPT. I'm like, make this shit make sense, man. Don't nobody want to look up shit no more and go research and find out shit for themselves no more, and wonder why they getting bullshit results.
Right.
And then we don't finna go to a computer and say how to be a comedian, but I can just step in the fire and learn as I go, try by fire. It's some bullshit.
Okay. Now here's what I was before Terry came on. This is what I was about to ask you, JB, and this is what I was talking about before you came on as well. We post on a regular. I mean, we post consistently, and we get a good bit of engagement through the things that we push out. Right.
Right.
Now, when I pushed something that I know is necessary, I know is required, because people jump on the bullshit. They want to see the dumb shit. But we don't sit there and push none of that crazy shit. I don't personally, but when I push something out that I figured was important, to help address some things, because people are asking, well, how do we combat this? And my thing is always to get your ass up and go out and vote, right?
Right.
Make sure you get to the polls.
The polls,
but
man.
not just get to the polls, right?
But
You have to have
city meetings, all that shit.
Yeah, you got to get to all of that, and you have to have a coalition of people that are there to support what it is that you're doing. Not just you; it's a community effort. That's why you have to have think tank sessions and meetings, right? So if in fact, and I'm wait for Terry to chime in, because her thing is we got to tear all this shit down in order for us to get some righteousness. You see, we got to tear down the whole system, right? So if in fact the teardown of the system is elected officials have to be replaced or have to be, taken out of the seat that they're in of power, and someone that we've elected that's going to actually support community has to be put in there. What do y'all say about that? I mean, what's the thought process on that?
Man, shit, it's gonna be hard to get somebody. You go ahead.
I'm about to say the GOV gonna have to. We're gonna have to shit it all down. We're gonna have to stand as one, not a couple. And until that happens, because all white folks ain't racist, all Mexicans ain't racist, all Chinese ain't racist, Indians, and so on. So we're gonna have to stand as one. And the only way to do that is to fight something else. And we on the verge of that.
JB?
Yeah, man, it's gonna be hard because shit, everybody goddamn that's pretty much in position of power was goddamn groomed up, practiced up, or goddamn rehearsed for this shit. So it's gonna always be they gonna fit the old agenda. It ain't gonna never be to where shit we in this bitch for the betterment of the people. If we keep the old motherfuckers enough. So if we do tear this shit down, shit, we're gonna have to tear this bitch down all the way. From the ground up, you know what I'm saying? Even the foundation of this shit got to be blowed up and redid. Cause man, one bad apple can ruin a bunch. So you got one motherfucker that's still from that shit still in. It don't take one motherfucker corrupt the whole goddamn thing again. You know what I'm saying? Especially motherfuckers don't know what they're doing or they feel like, damn, okay, how we gonna get through this situation? It's easy to corrupt the motherfucker because motherfuckers desperate time call for desperate measures. If something got to get done or it need to be done, and we got to make a decision on something. So it's hit or miss for real. People got to really.
So now So let's address some of the stuff that we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Because now this goes to you, Terry, and you're hitting on it a little bit too, JB. But my question is this: if in fact you tear it down, what are you replacing it with?
That's what I'm saying. Who gonna
Now
fill
I'm
it
not
in?
knocking the argument, but I am asking the question.
That's what I'm saying.
What are you replacing it with?
With the people, with like instead of having a vote for a chain of command that you chose, let the people choose and vote.
It
And let them vote.
still never be right because you're gonna have the left side. We're gonna have a percentage gonna want it this way, and they're gonna want it that way, and you're gonna have some people just don't give a damn like it is right now. It's still gonna be confused.
So here's the other part of it.
But they
right?
doing it now. They doing it
No,
now.
I get you. I get you. But let me ask you this: what is wrong? Okay, with and if you were to, and this is hypothetical, strictly, if you were to eliminate all of the people, right? And the premise of the system is there. The premise of the system is there. You know what I'm saying? Legislative branch, judicial branch, you know, all of that whole system, the three parts of the system. What is wrong? Can you tell me definitively what is wrong with the makeup of the system as it stands present day if the people that are sitting in there were not there? So if you're just thinking about it hypothetically and you're saying what's a good system? Communism, totalitarianism, an autocracy, democracy, you know, what is wrong with the current system?
You got to strike out the elite. It's not even the system, the elite.
The who? Did she freeze up?
She said you gotta get the elite out of there.
Okay, so but like I said, there are no people. You've eliminated the people. I'm talking about the system itself. You know what I'm saying? The way that the American system, the United States Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, based on how it is, right? If in fact you could sit there and hit the reset button and you don't have any people in any seats, so to speak, and you're starting fresh, what's wrong with how the system current day is set up, the way that it's set up with the Supreme Court, with the House of Representatives, congressmen, you know, the president, the whole way that the system is set up in place? I'm asking what's wrong with that system. Now I understand the elite part of it, but I'm saying what's wrong with the system, not the people. The people are eliminated.
The system is programmed.
Say it again.
Destroy the program. Destroy the handbook. Destroy what they had for years. Because somebody had to keep passing that down to generations so they would keep understanding. So you need to find a root, which is the Eli.
Okay. So we've gone from a capitalistic society to a degree to a common welfare state.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, we can hear you, Terry. To a common welfare state, okay, in or commonwealth, so to speak. And I don't know if we're trying to move towards socialism because of how the welfare or social services came into play, right? And I'm not knocking social services because it's needed, it's required.
Yep.
But if it's needed and required, then that's a part of the current system. But we're saying dismantle it, but it's needed. Okay. And I'm just looking at the whole system of the United States and what we have in place, JB, and I'm trying to figure out, outside of, like you said just a minute ago, you have a few bad apples, you have a few bad players. Okay, so the way to remove them is to vote them out.
Exactly. But I tell people
now, a lot of times people are talking about, hey man, we need to dismantle the system. That means riots. That means, storming the Capitol. That means January 6th insurrection type shit. That didn't resolve anything.
We did at least for them.
It didn't.
Are they in jail unemployed?
Yeah, that did not resolve. That didn't. I don't know what's wrong with your mic, Karen, but you sound like you're underwater. And I like having this conversation with Terry because Terry looks at it from a different view, right? She's looking at it from a different point of view, and I'm looking at it from, okay, if in fact that didn't happen, because we've gone through riots, we've seen Watts burn, we've seen LA riots, we've seen, and the end result is insurance companies pay out and you right back to the norm.
Yep. And we ain't got
the people that were up, we ain't got shit. The people that were up in arms, nothing's been accomplished. Why? Because we didn't go into it with a game plan. We went into it with a mob mentality of destruction. We're gonna tear some shit up, motherfucker. You gonna hear what we got to say.
Yep.
But on the other side, they're sitting there, tear it up, burn it up. I'm gonna get my money right back.
And now we finna redo it and make the way you can't move in this motherfucker.
To where you can't get into it.
Now we gotta move you out because the property value going up. Yeah.
Okay. So the approaches and the reactions that we take to the things that we do or the things that we want to get accomplished aren't thought out that well. So when we say, hey, let's tear it all down, I have to always take a step back and say, well, what's wrong with it? You see, I always got to take a step back and say, what's wrong with it? And then once I can figure or put my finger on what's wrong with it, then we can work towards a solution, And if working towards a solution means electing you or voting you out of that seat, or doing what needs to be done to make sure that you come out of that seat, you see? And sometimes, sometimes you can't be nice. I'm not saying go have a kumbaya moment. No, that is not what I'm saying. Sometimes you have to really go tear down or tear up some shit, but not in the physical sense.
Correct.
The power of the pen, the power of your word, the power of petition, like you were just talking about, the power of showing up to these meetings,
the power
of letting them see your face, the power of them. Because if you go to, you've been to my home, you've been to where I am here in Mississippi. I'm one of the only people that go to city council meetings. Yep. When I go, I'm the only black person there. But damn well they got plenty of black folks in this town.
Yep. See them at the goddamn gas station getting their food.
Okay, so now Meridian, different situation.
Yeah.
It's predominantly black, and you have predominantly black wards, so you have black representation. You go to those city council meetings, who do you see there? Predominantly white people paying attention to what's going on in their cities and speaking to their representatives about what needs to go on in their wards.
Mm-hmm.
Very seldom do you see large numbers of black folks coming out to support anything unless it's just some bullshit.
Yep.
Now, if it's some bullshit, they all out.
All for
it. Now, if somebody dies in the community, if a young man gets shot or killed in the community, ain't nobody jumping up and saying, hey, man, it was such and such over there that goddamn pulled the trigger.
Mm-hmm.
They'd much rather protect that community member that did the shooting and did the killing.
We ain't snitching.
Because we don't want to snitch, right? But now, the element that you're thinking about is, hey, man, this is gang warfare. These are adults that are doing it. No. These are kids. So if a kid got hit, kid got shot, kid got killed, where's the outrage? Nobody wants to say anything or protect that kid at this point because we so stuck on the street code or protecting whomever as opposed to, hey, man, let's protect community. So that's why I was talking about how we need to go about safeguarding our communities and conversations that need to be had so that we put things into place and we put officials into place that really have our best interests in mind when it comes to advancing our people. And when I say our people, I mean everybody at that point.
Everybody. Yep. I tell you, ain't no rule when it come to murder. You done shot somebody, you done especially kill somebody you weren't trying to kill. Yo, I tell on you. Ain't no
Okay.
Ain't in the street.
Right.
Shit.
But I'm trying to figure out
That damn
ways.
same bullet that hit that person could have got me. It hit me.
Right. But I'm trying to figure out ways to support Kerry's argument about destroying everything, tearing down the whole system. Now, even the Constitution says, hey, okay, if you get to a point to where the representation aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing, they're not doing the job. Okay, it is our duty. It is our duty to sit there and dismantle it. But don't do it for young reasons. Don't do it for immature reasons. Don't do it just because it's a knee-jerk reaction and emotional. You have to sit there and weigh out the options of, do I want to sit there and go nuclear with tearing down the entire infrastructure of what we have, to decimate it, to come up with what? What's the next phase of it? What's the new form of government? And how do we sit there and implement it in such a way that it represents the totality of the continent, the country, America, the United States? We've gone through plenty of knucklehead leaders.
Oh, yeah.
Some hadn't been as brazen or as bold or as outspoken or, as belligerent. But we've had some serious characters in the office, you see. So we can't sit here and make it seem as though, Trump is the problem.
No.
Now, is he a part of the problem? Of course.
Different.
Of course he is. But at the same time, we have to know, and we knew what we were getting ourselves into. If we knew that he was making a run, okay, and this is where I find fault with the system, right? And I had this discussion with my mom. They said, "Oh yeah, they're about to indict him, and he's going to jail." I said, "Mom," and this is before he served. This is from the last term. You know what I'm saying? In between, you got Joe Biden up in there. I said, if they didn't arrest him and they didn't indict him, and they didn't sit there and remove him from office the first time, I said, and he didn't have anything hanging over his head. If he wants to run again, he's going to run again and he's going to win. And I'll be damned if that's not what happened.
Yep.
Because Biden didn't go all the way to the max with removing him from office or indicting him or putting him in prison for things that he had done or had been accused of.
That man is the Antichrist. I'm trying to keep telling y'all. Who is, in history that can get away with so much and still come out on top? It ain't
just him. It's a lot of motherfuckers getting away with it.
Yeah, it's a lot of folks.
But he is the biggest to do it.
We know it's people bigger than Donald Trump.
Right. Yeah. Let me say this. There are people in the world and in our country that you'll never know their name.
Yeah, they're bigger than Trump.
You'll never know what kind of business they're in. You'll never see them out in public, right? But they are the movers and shakers when it comes to, money, revenue generated, the whole 9 yards. Now, because you see Elon Musk in front of you,
somebody bigger than him.
You see George Soros. You see these different billionaires. Guess what? They got people a whole hell of a lot richer than them.
Oh yeah, tell them what
that are really calling shots.
You're backing them up.
That are backing them exactly, because they are part of their conglomerate. They're a part of their massive cabal of, hey man, this is how we're going to rule the middle class and the impoverished and the disenfranchised all around the world, not just in America.
Not just in America.
Right now, Cuba is on the brink of collapse.
Man, that shit been crazy ever since Castro been gone.
On the brink of collapse. Sanctions. They've stopped shipments from going into the region. Everything under the sun to sit there and decimate an entire community, entire country.
Yep. Big bad.
But we're not saying anything about it, JB.
Shit, the ones that is ain't don't nobody hear it. The people that is.
But even if we do say something, they gonna monetize it, they gonna take it down, they gonna do something where it's gonna block you out. Even from the small to the big, they got the AI to monitor that type of stuff. They don't want you to get messages out to people and teaching them, and they don't want that. They gonna flag your account for that.
Well, not necessarily just through social media, even the mainstream news outlets.
Anytime somebody stand up, they either go crazy, something bad happened, or they gonna make them look bad and say they was doing this or doing that, or raping this, raping that. They gonna ruin some type of way where, and they use social media. That's the biggest thing that they keep using. So we need to find a different form to get the messages out without having to do that.
But that's what he's saying before. The think tanks, the group conglomerate get-togethers and shit like that outside the city council meetings. That's where they come in at. People ain't doing that no more. We didn't went away from that. I remember a time I get with my granddaddy, man. Well, I think we going to talk about some goddamn construction business or something. He meeting up with other people that do the same work he doing, but they organizing, coming together, getting other people together in their cities and groups and people they doing to get together and go hit the pole. That's why I'm so adamant about how I move about that shit right now. I tell people my age, you worry about these joints and camping out for these joints, camp out at the polls, motherfucker. Bring your grandchild, bring your son, your nephew, with y'all to go and go vote. Go cast this vote.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna make a difference. Well, if you don't vote, it won't make a difference, motherfucker. That's what I be telling people. So then too late, Brad. Well, you was right. Well, man, get the hell out of my face. Go vote next time.
Go vote next time.
Then they need to go old school and go from city to city, word of mouth, just like Jacob, just like Paul. And then they use the other people platforms. Because people, when they see you got a message, they whip out their phone. So I feel like you're going to have to stump down and go from city to city. But it ain't too many people that's willing to do that now.
I don't know who Faye Bay Apparels are from Pakistan. Big shout out to you tuning in from Pakistan.
Frenzy Apparel?
No, Faye. Faye Bay. FAYBAP. Faybap Apparels. Yeah. Faby Apparels. Whatever. Big shout out.
Maybe the people trying to get me to do some merch with them on though. Yeah.
Okay. Deron Black out of KC. What's going on, Lil G? G Talk 5150. What's happening? Jay Shaw. What's going on? We're here tuned in to you tuned in to Industry Talk. We chopping it up with Jarrell Braswell and Terry Cherry. We're talking about the system, y'all. We're talking about what's going on. Now I want to play this for y'all. I want to play something for y'all, right?
That's like a movie I watched last night. Early in the morning before I went to bed.
Break it up, JB. Now JB done went out. You there, Terry?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna play this because JB froze up a little bit. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this clip. Okay. And by this time, JB will probably be back on with us. But this is what I was making reference to, right? Let me pull it up right quick.
I mean, what are you in this for? You want power? You want revenge? What is it?
It's simple, Willie. I just want to be free. How about you?
So do I.
Now I posted this at 3 something in the morning, Terry. Right?
This
Right.
is not about
And
hate white
normally,
folks.
you know, I'll push
It's
something.
about love and
I
freedom
get,
enough to die or kill for it if necessary. Now you're gonna need
comments,
more
shares,
than hate
engagement,
to sustain
a
you
lot of
when this
views
thing begins.
through most of the
Now, if
stuff
you
that I
feel that
push.
way,
Now, when I
you're no
push
good
this
to
about
us, and you're no
voter
good to yourself.
registration, when I sat there and I disseminated information about steps that you need to take to protect yourself. Come on. You see it? 5 likes, 4 shares. Nobody trying to hear that shit. So, if in fact, the only thing that drives us is the bullshit, us, you know, killing ourselves, that gets views. Us fighting ourselves, you know, you see fights, you get all kind, hundreds of thousands of views. Talking about another brother or sister, you get all kind of fucking views. But when it comes to, hey man, let's pay attention to what's going on right now. They're working the process to dismantle what's been in place to protect us, but no one is saying anything about it. Now, I don't care if your friends or your family don't support it, don't understand the messaging that I'm coming across with.
I was born black, I live black, and I'm gonna die probably because I'm black. Because some cracker that knows I'm black better than you, nigga, is probably gonna put a bullet in the back of my head.
So when you know what it takes to change a system, and people aren't really paying attention to what it takes to change that system, and they had no true intentions to change the system. It's just conversation. Look at these thousands of people. You know what I'm saying? If you go back and you look at the script that our people have gone through to get to this point, and we just sit back apathetically as though, hey, ain't nothing really going on, then you're gonna get exactly what you ask for. Nothing. Now, I'm not gonna sit there and play the whole thing, Terry. The reason why I'm not gonna sit there and play the whole thing is because it's not necessary for me to play the whole thing, right?
Right.
What is necessary is the conversation. You see my point. You know, if people ask for a solution, knowing what their problem is, and then don't sit there and take that advice when it comes to the solution that you offer, to me, that means that you wanted to be where you're at. You just looking for somebody to goddamn bring down with you. You just looking to misery loves company. So if you have a solution, if you have something that you're gonna bring to the table that the think tank can sit there and chop up and ingest and say, hey, this is how we move forward, then that's totally different. That's a whole different conversation, Terry. But that's not what we're getting. That's not what we're getting. And I'm not saying that's just my post. That's a bunch of posts that I'm seeing that people are making, and it's not getting any traction. Now, is that the social media sites that are holding back the engagement or the push of that particular content? You believe so?
It's always the media. It's always the media. It's us. We control more than anything. That and music. Them two things right there is most of the control of the world. And a lot of people, we are not teach how to survive. That's why we're comfortable. Because have you ever been homeless? It makes you feel that way. Unless you are at a point in your life where you just don't give a damn. And a lot of people who don't give a damn, they already hit rock bottom or went through something tragic where it makes them don't give a damn. For example, right? I'm going to use my mother as an example. When I came home 2 days ago and I seen my mama laying in that bed sick like that, it did something to me because I should have came the day before. And if I had lasted an hour later, my mom could not be here anymore. That would have devastated me. That would have made me go crazy and make me to a brick, because in my mindset, that's all that I have. That's all that I had. That's the closest thing to me that Everybody knows. But it's like certain situations like that, you can, whatever your mindset at the time can drive you crazy or not drive you crazy. And if it drive you crazy, you don't care about being homeless. If I still tactic, I still know that I got kids I still got to look out of. I still got people I still got to look out of. I still got people that still care and love for me. But in my mind, though, nobody loves me like that woman. So I feel like it's the situations and what we're willing to give up, what we're not willing to do, because I'm not willing to give her up. So if I'm not willing to give her up, I'm working hard and so she can be healthy because I'm still sane. Now, if I was insane, I probably wouldn't give a damn. And that would push me to a point where maybe it'll make or break me. You know what I'm saying? And when we're comfortable, we don't do anything. But when we have those type of things that's going on in life, is based on our decision. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that it's just where your mindset is at the time to change your environment.
Right. So are we all just too comfortable right now? Is that what it is?
Comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
We're comfortable.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
As hell. We're comfortable in our house, our cars, the food we eat. We're comfortable going out to eat and having fun. We're comfortable. You take all that away and you don't have no more entertainment, and that's when you start to see a change. So the clubs, the buildings, the shopping centers, burn it down. Everything that you think that making people comfortable, burn it down. And as soon as you get through doing that, you can see how fast that uncomfortableness is going to come, because if they don't have it, they're going to come take it from you. So it's going to make you uncomfortable, even if you try to ignore it and say, well, that ain't got nothing to do with me. But if somebody trying to break in your house to eat, then yeah, that's got something to do with you. So now it's going to make you uncomfortable. And it's going to take a chain of reaction to have that to happen to make a change. Get people uncomfortable with their lives. Or something tragic to happen where it's changed their mindset. And if they at a point where everybody don't give a F, and if they lost their loved ones or feeling some type of way about losing, you're going to see how fast people change their mindset in the moment. Because if everybody lost a loved one or somebody that they love, the government decides, so I'm going to take this person on this block. And you're going to see all them people change their mindset. It's going to be for good or bad. It just depends on where they at in life. And that can push the world or it can break the world. It can be harmful or it can be, but either way it go, I feel like it all should be calculated together. It all should happen, not saying nobody should lose nobody, but I'm saying it all should happen based on a mindset in a desperate situation. When you're desperate, then you make things happen. But right now we're not desperate, we're comfortable.
Okay, so now when it comes to tearing down, and I'm just trying to get a thought process here. This isn't something that we're trying to invoke or we're sitting there, we're pushing out there into the atmosphere. But if you're trying to tear down a system, if that's the working order of things, if you're trying to tear down a system and you don't have people in place to forward the mission, right? If you don't have boots on the ground, if you haven't mobilized, if you don't have soldiers to fight the battle, whether it be in the offices, whether it be in the legislative sessions, whether it be in the streets, if you don't have soldiers to sit there and fight those battles, where do you expect to go? How do you expect to accomplish anything?
But you got to think about it. I can't speak for nobody else's community. When it comes to the black community, we become soldiers. Your block, your people, your friends, your family, the Bloods, the Crips. One thing that we show many and numerous times after history, when something tragic happened, we come together. We have history that can prove that. Even
okay, so now you got me playing devil's advocate. So Black Lives Matter. That was us coming together. Them stealing hundreds of millions of dollars.
All that money.
You said where the soldiers at? I don't know about any other race.
Well, after George Floyd, that was a perfect opportunity.
Shit, before George Floyd, the boy in Missouri, Mike Taylor, forgot
down
his
in
name.
Florida. With the guy down in Florida, with Sanchez, with that whole situation.
No, the guy, the dude in Missouri, when he got shot by the police. with
Okay,
cigarette.
I thought you were talking about the young kid down in Florida.
That too.
They got
Trayvon
killed. So it was a chain of events that took
Yeah,
place.
there's a few of them. Yeah.
And then the Black Lives Matter movement came up out of the ashes, so to speak, to be the voice of reason. And hey, man, we're supporting all of this stuff. And send us your money. We're taking on all of the conversation. We're the ones that are going to strategically field all questions, comments, concerns. We've mobilized everything. We have the people in place. And if in fact there's going to be reparations or money that's going to go to the families of George Floyd and these different individuals that are under duress because of police violence, we're going to take care of them. Guess what happened?
Shit, they took care of themselves.
Yeah, it's gonna take care of itself. One thing about I don't care what race, and we got the Black Lives Matter movement because the Black Lives is willing to come together and be the soldiers that you talk about. And you don't see no white movement, you don't see no Mexican movement, you don't see no Chinese movement, you see black movement. So that lets you know that we already know how to. We already born from it.
That was the Rainbow Coalition before the LGBT took over. We had black, Mexican, whites, and everybody together. You know, with Fred Hampton. That what the Rainbow Coalition was really about. Then the LGBT took it and made it what they wanted to make it. But some way it just failed. You know, they took the head. And ain't nobody want to step up. That's the thing. We got people in position, but who gonna step up and really be sincere and passionate as the person that's there that got persecuted? Everybody want the glory, but nobody want to die.
I think we do got steppers, but that's who get targeted first. Once the government see you that you collecting, or it look like that it could be a militia, or it could be an army, they're gonna quickly shut that down and call whoever it was a cult leader. No, I don't care what it was. They can call. It could be Martin Luther King. They're gonna say, "Oh, he a cult leader. He ain't trying to do no violence, but he tried to get people to come together to come against us." That's the only thing it's power. It's all about the power. But I feel that honestly, don't no other race like black people have that soldier instinct inside of them. We're gonna if we see a lot of things going on right now, and your neighbor on your block, and you know your neighbors for 10 years, you've been standing beside your neighbor for 10 years, and you see them, somebody trying to cause harm to them, you're gonna come out with your rifle, shotgun, or whatever, and you're gonna try to see what's going on because you know them, and that's your own instinct. You know they have to tell you to come help me, and they say, "Oh, help," none of that. It's just your instinct. They're my neighbors, and then look like they need a little help, and I know they some good people. See, we already have the instinct. Don't no other race, none, have that instinct like we already have. But
you're right.
Generation to generation to generation. But only way that we as people, especially black people, is willing to do that is when you come and start effing with us. As long as you stay on your side, we will have respect. But we get disrespectful when we see the disrespect. And only way to do that is to show us how disrespectful you want to be, and we're going to make your ass an example. Now, if you want to come to this neighborhood and you feel like that you're going to stomp down and make everybody a slave and go from house to house, I bet you're going to need a little army. You're going to need a little army because you don't know probably 4 or 5 people down that block. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
4 or 5 people already down that block. They probably already got them strapped on. So now, the neighbor coming outside, 2 neighbors down from there coming outside, 3 neighbors down from there coming outside, and they finna start a movement. And now, you're going to need another army to have to call for backup to do whatever you need to do because we not going. And we are willing to die for what we feel like is right because you are not going to make me an example of nothing. You can't make us go back in time. You can't make us be who we used to be. So that's what I do about our community. We're gonna be soldiers.
I want to support that effort. I want to support the way that sounds, but I do know just from experience in watching people, you know what I'm saying, and watching how, folks move. Once the sound of that barrel goes off, motherfuckers get to scattering. Terry.
You said what? Once it's out of
I said once the gunshots start to ringing, motherfuckers get to running. You understand what I mean? And it's not because I'm not using fear as the proponent. I just know that they're not prepared, right? It's different if you're prepared. Okay, you go overseas, you go to, let's say,
Croatia.
Okay, where they're fighting every day. The kids even fighting. The kids even learn how to load a mag into a M16. The kids even know how to prepare IEDs. You know what I'm saying? The kids even strap shit on in certain countries and go blow themselves up because they're brainwashed to believe that they're doing something righteous for their community. Now, yes, we have gang violence. Yes, we have shootouts in the street, but that's black on black crime, right? But if you don't know who your enemy is, if you don't have no clue who your enemy is, then who are you fighting against? Can you sit there and tell me? Can you sit there and tell me who the enemy is?
Whoever in the way, that's who's gonna be the enemy. I'm telling you just like this. These kids nowadays in this generation, it could be guns or no guns. They ain't scared to die. They ain't scared to go to jail because they don't give a damn. And when you got the mindset of don't give a damn, you're not scared of anything. You just gotta be pushed to the point. Let 10 people, black people die on the street.
That's good to have too, but you still gotta have some. You still gotta have a divide and a balance to not give them the damn.
You gonna find the people. You ain't found the right people. Let the right things happen, and the right people gonna come out the woodwork for you.
Okay, and that's reactionary.
That's a lot of them.
That's reactionary. That's knee-jerk reaction. Now that goes back to what I'm saying. We have to start having think tanks and conversations right now. We can't wait until something happens, like you said earlier, Terry. When tragedy strikes, now we're ready to act.
Yeah. Too late then.
Go on TikTok and look up black militias.
I don't have to look up black militia. I'm a part of a black militia. I am the black militia.
You're going to see how many groups and people that it is. They don't put themselves out there because they'll be targeted at the time. But it is people that's already started. We just ain't started over this side. And
okay, well now remember this. A militia is something that the government wants. Militia is something that the government needs. A militia is your first line of defense.
The militia can be started legally in America by anybody.
That's right.
You can't have your own soldiers, but you can be a militia.
You goddamn skippy.
That's like the dingers of the fence.
Right. That's right.
When I was 6 of them motherfuckers, they were newer, but it was more in Louisiana.
And now, that's right. But then at the same time, they began having meetings, think tanking, and training.
Every day.
And training.
Yep. You know
what I'm saying? Arms training. You know what I'm saying? Weapons training. How to defuse the bomb, crowd control, all of that, de-escalation, how to sit there and project. Come on now.
And so if you're smart, I'm pretty sure they got a chain of command. Look at the black Israelites. They ain't just going around just preaching. Them niggas aggressive as hell with the damn word. So I'm pretty sure that they already in the back door, but they not showing it because they smart. But I'm pretty sure they are their own militia already. They know how to shoot, train. They know how to do everything. Right. And they in different cities. They get different. Ain't no black men come together like the black Israelites. And if you ever met them in real person, I met them plenty of times. They do what you're saying right now, and I already have a chain of command in the system. But what they show you is if they just like Martin Luther King, but they really Malcolm X.
Now, that's one particular group, but Louis Farrakhan, the Nation of Islam, they've been doing it for years.
Yeah.
That's not
gotta eat the same way with them niggas.
You see what I mean? So they've been in practice as well, and those are religious groups.
And I'm not trying to. Women. Y'all keep sleeping on us. Y'all keep saying the man.
Oh no. I mean the fruits of Islam, and then of course the women's auxiliary
group. Martial arts. Karate.
That's women included now. When I'm saying this, I'm not excluding. There's no gender identity here. I'm not excluding women from anything that we're talking about. You have an equal part in this conversation, and you have an equal play in the way that this shit goes when it pops off.
Yeah,
You
women
understand what I'm saying?
women held to a higher standard therefore than the men, for real.
Yes,
That's what
yes.
people don't know.
Because not only are you a militant and
You're a
you
representation,
one
you're a
that's
nurturer too.
but you're a
And
nurturer too.
honestly, if
You
you
actually
want
bringing
something
life to the
dangerous to
world.
start a militia like that, a woman would be the dangerous weapon that you could use. For
They tell you a black man more proud possession than a black woman. That's what they tell you, brother. You
to
hear
take an
everybody tell you
emotional
that.
being like a
Yeah.
woman and making her a soldier is the dangerous thing you could ever do.
They had an island of women like that, for real. A whole tribe of women like that, enough. That shit wasn't just a movie. That shit was for real. Shit real.
So, so in closing, right? Because we can sit there and talk about this till we're blue in the face. In closing, Terry, and I'm gonna let you lead off since you pretty much carried this conversation today with your talking points. What is the end goal? How do we get there? And by what means do we start unifying ourselves and the importance of that? Can you speak to it? And how do we carry it into the next generation, into their mindsets? How do we start putting it into their mindsets?
Start hosting communities. Start hosting people where you can y'all come into a gathering.
Youth rallies, teen summits.
Togetherness where we can learn how to become a group and then start a system within ourselves and have a chain of command and someone regarding for what you say a system for somebody to de-escalate, somebody for soldiers, somebody for war, somebody. You can start your own system. We are here. We can do that for free, and it just takes one person to have 2 people together, to have 3 people together, to have 4 people, and you keep spreading that message till you find your own believers. And when you find your own believers, you can change it. We ain't did that yet. So who can start it is the people who already feel like, well, I already went through something tragic or catastrophic that we haven't been through yet. It takes somebody like that. I'm gonna say, for example, like a Damon Vega, because he went through what he went through. He was wrongfully convicted. I would have came out this motherfucker swing. I ain't got shit else to lose, motherfucker. Y'all took this motherfucker. That's 25 years. And you know what I would have did? I would have started my own goddamn group or the prison system. And he still got plenty of time to work on it. But if his mindset was there, then that's what a community leader could start something, because he already been through an actual catastrophic moment where we can't even understand, and he understands it better. But it takes us as a community, and if you, or JB, it just takes us a voice, like how we saying right now, like how we on this platform right now talking about it. We ain't starting no damn community yet, and why not?
Okay, JB.
Who? Yo, I don't know. Sometimes gangster moving silent.
In silence. That's right. That's right.
I got a whole motherfucking network. Every motherfucking place I go, if I say who, the goons coming out. These Marines, you know what I'm talking about. So don't think a nigga ain't over here just motherfucking playing peekaboo. You know what I'm talking about? Shit, that's why I'm out here where I'm at right now, getting ate by these mosquitoes, fighting ticks, and all this shit right now, so my people can be straight when we gotta get out the grid. I'ma just tune into YouTube. You can see what's going on with the Tiny House Chronicles and all this shit. What I'm doing out here. Yeah. Sometimes it ain't about talk. Sometimes it's about doing that shit. Then you build for the people that gonna come. You know, so sometimes quiet is kept too. You know what I'm saying? The right motherfuckers will know. You know what I mean? Shit, so most definitely. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, let's go ahead on and wind this thing down a little bit. Terry, you ready for that
word of the day?
For that word of the day?
Yep. Y'all already know what it is. It's motherfucking Terry, and I'm live here in the flesh. And the most important thing today is forgiveness. Forgive. Do not hold grudges. Life is way too short, and we have learned that. I personally had my own experience in the last 2 days to forgive. But you know what? It always takes something that is tragic for us to come together when it shouldn't be. It should already it should already be in our hearts to forgive each other because we know that we are human. But we hold on to materialistic things which make us don't forgive because we feeling like something that we feel personal within our heart that holding the grudges and we don't understand real forgiveness or we feel like we still have time and to feel like we should stay in our feelings for that long until you lose somebody or about to be on the brink of losing somebody. So if you feel that you hold grudges, hate somebody, they did whatever to you, I just want you to know it's not worth it at all. Forgive in your heart. Forgive in your heart. Forgive in your heart. Move on about the situation and you're going to become a better person. So today I want
She done dropped out on us, JB.
Yeah, damn, right at the end too.
Right at the end, I definitely wanted to hear what she had to say. Okay, well, let's go ahead on and finish up with JB's JB Comedy Corner commentary.
Motion.
What it do, world? It's your boy comedian JB, the real Jay Braswell, comedian Jay Braswell. Hey man, y'all know what time it is. Y'all know who it is. Hey, did this. I need y'all to go to my website at www.jbcomedy.com to tap in with me. Go tap in on that calendar. Next place we hitting will be Orlando, Florida. As a unit would be the E Me and Bubba Up, but I will be in Detroit on the 23rd. So y'all make sure y'all tap all the way in, man. Beat us there, do not meet us there. Most skits on the way, comedy content in the shoot to get dropped. I'm home. I can work and do some things, man, while we got this break until the next city we hit up and keep it rolling and keep it moving. But yeah, man, you go tap into the website and check out everything I got going on for my brand ambassadorships with Art and Co. Autodale, OT Double Off, Mr. Touchdown, Well Off Forever, and we got SemperBKClothing.com, you know what I'm talking about? And I got the promo code JBCH357. Y'all go tap in and go check out everything I just mentioned, man. If y'all forgot what I said, Simple BK Clothing, Well Off Forever, OT Double R, and Art and Co. And the JB Comedy Movement. The JB Comedy merch, y'all can get that from the website as well at www.jbcomedy.com. And you can also buy or rent my comedy special, the Stinky Skin comedy special, Hour Long Special, man. It's on the website as well. You can rent it, you can buy it, tap into it, man. If you do it, when you do it, however you do it, make sure you leave feedback. Tell me how you enjoyed it. Tell me how funny it was, how funny that it wasn't to you. It don't matter. We still gonna keep it rolling. But tap into the website at www.jbcomedy.com and you can tap in with me on everything from the social media platforms, social media networks to the JB Network as well. Also to what it is, the animation series we got as well going on. We got 3, we're still working on more of them. Like I say, great things take time, but when they drop, y'all gonna flop with laughter. So y'all make sure y'all go tap in and check me out. That's all I got. Bye. Hey, what it do, world? It's your boy comedian JB, the real Jay Braswell, comedian Jay Braswell. Hey, dig this. I got a website, man. Tap in at jbcomedy.com. Yes, tap in.
All right, finish up, Terry.
like I said, y'all, I'm sorry, my bad. Somebody kept calling me over and over again. You know they nosy when it comes to my mama and my family. Nosy as hell. But
Yes,
like
indeed.
I said, forgiveness is a lot. I'm glad that me and my family came together, and I ain't seen a lot of them in years, for real.
Damn.
Instead of trying to call her. Yeah, she'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, man, y'all tap in. Y'all
Yeah.
drink y'all some water too. I'm gonna drink some Coors too. Yeah, drink some water too, now.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I'm waiting for her to come back on because I wanted to finish
Yeah,
out.
most definitely. I want to hear the word of the day.
Yeah, I want her to finish out that, and then of course we need to talk about those skits that you were talking about with you and Terry that we want to try to do over the phone.
Yeah, I gotta send them to you. Matter of fact, ready right now. I gotta send them through my phone and hook it up to my tablet so I can email them to you. Okay. I gotta break that shit down. Yeah, hell yeah.
Good
they
deal.
ready to go.
So whenever she gets back on, we'll talk about that before we get out of here. But that'll be another thing to sit there and get out of the way. Have you got an opportunity
That's a
to
double header.
yeah. Have you looked at the I mean, I know you've been setting up the room and your studio and stuff. Have you got an opportunity to think about your setup for that commercial that we're trying to get done?
Yeah.
Or that we're working on?
Yep. Like I said, I got in mind a lot of a few of them cutscenes from that video I did with Busy Bone, just showing like the dedication, like the cut. I'm in the studio rapping, I'm writing in the room, showing a nigga at the time of the video at his lowest level, you know what I'm saying? To that point to where a nigga want to off himself. It's been times I just want to kill myself and nothing like that, but it's been times we be like, man, fuck this shit. I don't want to do that no more. You know what I'm saying? So a nigga just find a way to come through, and like you say, that shit just never quit going and open the curtain and the whole world in the crowd waiting on me screaming. That's perfect for it. You know what I'm saying? Especially not to never giving up or to keep going part.
Right. All right, Terry, you ready to finish up, baby?
Yeah.
Okay.
My bad. My family's
no,
close. But yeah, forgive each other, forgive one another. I don't care if it's your friend, your best friend 10 years ago that stole $10 from you, your uncle that got mad at you, put you out, or your auntie. She was a crackhead and she owed you $40 from back in the day. I don't care what it is. Forgive people, know that things are material and temporary, and move on about it, because once y'all start to do that, we'll start coming together as a collective, and the things that you need and want done within your life or your community could get done if we learn how to understand each other a little better. So the first thing we need to do is forgive. And that's the word of the day. Word.
All right, Terry. Yes, indeed. Now, Terry, I've been talking with JB. We've been talking with Terry. JB's got some skits that he wants to work with you. We got to get y'all on the telephone. So what I want to do is we can do it through StreamYard, right?
Yeah.
To whereas I can do the recording. It's not like we live or anything, because we're gonna do the pre-recorded and go through some sessions of it. But he'll get me the skit that he's been working on. I'll get you the reading of it, Terry, so you can learn your parts for the different skits. And then it's going to be like a telephone conversation between you and either JB or you and Hoochie Man. So you got to get dressed up. You got to, you know what I'm saying?
You're right.
You got to play the role.
Hey, you got to have your music, play your music in the background where they can't hear us. We doing everything in house, so it can't be like the strike on the music. It's your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So we gonna pull together a nice skit and a couple of nice skits between you guys and try to get some things edited and ready to go and marketed and push, get some traction on that. Because I think that'd be a pretty good series until we get to the point where we got both of y'all in the same location again. Either out in Dallas or Mississippi or Alabama. You know what I'm saying? Either which way it goes.
Coming back to Meridian. That's where the sugar is.
Yeah, good. Yeah, that's where you should have moved to. Right.
We got a spot. We got a spot, goddamn, to shoot it. We ready to go.
Yeah.
Boy, that little town got some sugar daddy. Boy, I tell you, I found me one at the hotel. I ain't lying.
Ain't that something?
I love it.
Yes, indeed. Especially if they ain't never seen it before, huh?
Yeah, he gonna want some sugar. What you gonna do then when it's time to get a nigga some sugar?
Yes, and then she gonna freeze up like a popsicle. You know,
Come
Terry
here,
scary.
Jesse. Come here, Jesse.
I ain't gonna lie.
You know, Terry scary.
I get a little bit. He's like, what? He's like, how much? 10 minutes in me. And a little lube.
Damn.
That's what's happening. Hey, man, we know she about that business. Then we already know she about that business.
I ain't gonna lie about it. It is what it is.
It is what it is, man.
You know the girls that come up here. I'll never get no sugar. I wouldn't get
sugar.
You a goddamn lie.
Boy, I said, let me call my granddad. I hate my granddaddy dead. I shit a lot of these hoes up. Coon and got you.
Yes, indeed. Doing a little something strange for a piece of change.
I swear to God.
I got my nerves so deep.
I swear to God.
Hey man, it's been fun kicking it with y'all, man. I don't know what's going on with my feed on this end, but the camera didn't want to come back in from it. But you guys held it down.
Yeah, more definitely.
Yeah.
But that's the power. That's the power of the platform. You got people they can hold that shit down. If your face ain't in the place, we can still do that shit. I done do it a few times. It don't even matter though. And so that just be a better rapport for when you're ready for these interviews and shit like that. So
yeah,
more definitely.
Definitely. And Terry, whether you realize it or not, you know what I'm saying? You look amazing without all the makeup and eyelashes and wigs and
Can't tell them that shit
all
though.
that kind of
They
stuff.
swear to
You
God
know.
that shit make them look good. That shit be taken away
It do
from.
make you advance your beauty.
Well, that if we took a poll, you're saying if men took a poll to let women know what they thought was attractive and beautiful, I can assure you that would not be it. Would you sitting? That's right. You not the big eyelashes. You are right now. You sitting there how you are right now would definitely be more appealing to individuals. And I'm not saying that you're not super attractive when you dressed up and dolled up and looking like a Chinese gauger girl and all of that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
She get in trouble when she dressed up now.
Yeah, she got so many different looks. You know what I mean? But what I am saying is that natural beauty, it goes so much. Yeah, it goes. It goes so
a long way.
When we try and we take that makeup off, niggas start looking at you like,
I got to take a motherfucker swimming the first date. You got the same motherfucker when I get that bitch.
Right.
Go get that bitch and come back
get
up
all
with
that shit. Yes, right. So when we meet y'all initially, and y'all have all of that stuff caked up, that's what we thinking that we're getting. But then when you take everything off and it's totally different, then
it's just
like bitch, what is that? Who is you?
Go get the other hoe. Go get the other bitch. Go get that bitch from last night. Go get that bitch from last night.
Where she went? God damn. Shit, wake up, bitch. You look like a goddamn orca. Fucking Shrek or some shit. No,
hold up.
But we're not look, okay. We're not gonna take advantage of the conversation because we only have one female on the platform. So if we had if we had more females to sit there and
like Dearborn, Carolina had ass on here.
Right. That's right. We had Dearborn on here with us, you know what I'm saying? We could go back and forth, you know what I'm saying? She'd have somebody to actually support her in what she's talking about. You know,
but I think Dearborn said the same thing though. She said she'd rather be natural too though.
But she wears it just like Terry. She'll sit there and put on them doggone eyelashes and wig, face and put a wig on. And the crazy thing about it, look at Terry's hair. Terry's hair as long as I don't know what.
Don't need no goddamn wig.
That's a wig.
Now she don't even need no goddamn wig. That's what I'm telling you.
That's a wig.
Yeah, I had to, throw it on my head and come on to the hospital.
Oh, I thought that was your hair because it's looking a little nappy. I thought that was your hair.
My hair
I know your hair is long. I've seen it without a wig. I've seen you without a wig, and your hair is long.
But I got natural hair though, so it takes a lot to do.
Okay, so what you got to press it out?
Press that, wash it, comb it. I got time for that right now. I had to throw this wig on and come on here.
What you got? Would you use a hot comb or something?
I use a hot comb on my rear hair. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Or I get a blowout.
And so how long does it take to bounce back? Because once you straighten it, so to speak, how long does it take for it to bounce back into its natural form?
Before it goes to back natural, it lasts like 2-3 hours.
2 or 3 hours? Okay. And then once you get it wet, then what happens?
I usually flat it on in the wintertime so I don't have to puff up. It might last a day or two in the wintertime.
Okay.
But in the summertime, hell no. I can flatten. I can literally spend my time getting it pressed. Go to an actual shop, and it's still gonna come out puffy because that's my natural state.
Right. Right. Okay. May 21st, ladies and gentlemen, be on the lookout. May 21st, 2026. Taylor's Night and Tanner's Light. Angel Williams will be dropping her book. That's right. We'll be dropping her book. Be on the lookout for that. Also, make sure you go over to if you're a dancer, if you got some moves, make sure you go over and check out Pooh the Motherfucking Great. She's got a dance challenge out right now. Ho Is You Cool. You know what I'm saying? She got the dance moves out there. The name of the track is Ho Is You Cool. So,
Make sure y'all join the challenge. Get the moves down pat and submit your videos. You know what I'm saying? You could win $100 and get an opportunity to participate in the music video. And it's coming up. It's coming quick. She didn't ask me to do that. I just pay attention to people's pages. And of course, you know, Pooh the motherfucking Great is a part of the family to me. So I had to mention it. Other than that, do we have anything else we need to say before we get up out of here? I'm going to watch the Pistons play. You know what I'm saying? It's game 5, baby.
Well, y'all make sure y'all check us out tomorrow, same time, same place. Also,
Yes.
Okay.
we here all week. Y'all make sure y'all like, subscribe. Y'all make sure that y'all follow us. Let's try to become a community. If you believe and you watch us and you follow us, it just takes 1 to 2 people. Tell a friend to tell a friend. That's how we can do something about it. So if you feel like that you want to get justice or have some type of rights or feel like it, let's start a community. We can do that now. So y'all hit us up and y'all know what to do.
And we don't just need anybody. I promise you, we don't just need any and everybody. We talking about folks that are ready
dedicated individuals.
Yeah, you have to be ready to act on the words that you speak. Ain't that right, Terry?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't just be talking. We don't just need lip service.
Can't be popping in, popping out here. That's how you get blocked.
No.
Right.
We need to sit there and build it, have these conversations, and not online, not live. These are off book conversations to where as we get together, Zoom meetings, telephone calls, carrier pigeons. I don't give a damn, but the communication of what it is and the agendas that we're trying to set forth for our community and our people has to be brought to the table and it has to be discussed. I appreciate that, Terry. That is very profound. That's a very profound thought. JB, anything before we get out of here?
Shit, Terry hit the nail on the head today. Shit.
Yes, you hit the nail on the motherfucking head today, goddamn. I like that.
Tell your people tapping in. Tell your people tapping in, man. Like I said, we don't need just anybody, man. We need, like I said, the Marine Corps, just a few of the prouds. We just need dedicated individuals that gonna come in every day at 5 o'clock, beating us here, wait for us to tap in. That's what we need. People that support everything we got going, to everybody that's a part of what we got going on. Ain't no need to be the dead horse, man. Shit, y'all know we're gonna be at tomorrow. Shit, meet us here, beat us here, goddamn it. You know, so that's all I got.
Already. Well, you close it out, JB. They can't see me.
Oh, y'all know what time it is, man. Y'all know how we do it, man. Every day, man, around about this time, man. Y'all know how to do it. Like he said, y'all can't see him, so we gonna say it, goddamn. I'm gonna say today, it's about health, wealth, and wellness. And y'all stay dangerous. Another episode of Entry Talk. Y'all tap in, man. We'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Share the live, share the love, and tell everybody you know, man, we are the network with a good net worth, man, because everybody we got, man, contributing and is an asset and not a motherfucking liability. But tap in with us tomorrow, same time, same place. Industry Talk, 1-on-1.
Already. What's good, beautiful people? It's your main man, Big G. And this is my personal invite to all of you to join me on Industry Talk on the Prime Time Network daily at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, where I get into great conversations with entrepreneurs, artists, industry leaders, you name it, we bring it to the table. So make sure you tap in with us, lock us in, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And we stream on all major platforms. And be sure to visit us at gemsitpublishing.com. This is Industry Talk. Let's get into it.
Motion.